Hello guys, so here I am going to display the actually shipping header data by using IDA. Okay, IDA ALV. So first what I did actually, this is the report. So first I declared the data. This is the object. Object means reference variable of a class. So I declared the reference variable means object of a class. Type ref2 is a keyword. Through type ref2 we define the object of a class, and this is a standard actually. If you double click here, so this is an standard interface. Okay, interface means 100% pure abstract class. Okay, it has all the methods without implementation. Only definitions are there, only definitions. If you double click on, you will not find anything. Even you cannot create any implementation here. So all the definition, it contains all the definitions. After that I declare one more data variables, vmsg type string. This is a string type, so length it will contain multiple characters, long character. Okay, so this is the standard interface. If you just double click here, this is the standard interface. See, you can go to the property. So we use here for ALV with so we use this interface to ALV with integrated data access. Okay, with the ALV IDA, integrated data access, we tell this IDA. So here the next what I did actually, I defined the data variable OEXCPL. Okay, here I'm handling the exception. Okay, so I define one more reference variable of a class, which is the object, by using standard class CXSALV connection to make the connection with the database. One more reference variable I declare here, type ref2 CXSALV table not supported. For to handle the exceptions actually, I defined here 3 data variables. Third one is OEXCP3 type ref2 CXSALV ID underscore contract violation. Okay, so the next point, these are the standard methods actually. This is a static connector. Okay, we have two kind of connectors, static and instance connector. Static connector we use to call any kind of custom or standard static method. Instance connector we use to call any kind of standard or custom instance methods. So this is the static method. If you just double click on the create, here you can see create is the standard method. Okay, already active because this is not Z. So this is a predefined coding to display the ALV report with the IDA. This is a simple. I'm using here one table, standard table VDTK for shipping header data, shipping header data. So these variables I defined for handle the errors, exception. Second, suppose for an example, we have try and catch block. Okay, try, catch and try. Okay, so what we did here, in the try block we put actually the code which we have some doubt, we put into the suppose for an example, in that, suppose I want to write some coding. Okay, I want to write some business logic. I have doubt this coding will generate some error in future, so that coding I put into the try block. Okay, that coding I will put inside the try block. Okay, suppose I have some coding and I have some doubt in future this coding can generate some error or some problem will come into the picture, then that coding I will put under the try block. If any error will come in at runtime, okay, the error or exception will be handled by catch block. Suppose try blocks short a 6, okay, that or any error will come into the picture if in this block, that will be handled by catch block. Okay, and we can display that error in normal language, English language. So after that what I did actually, I called one method which is the standard static method create. Okay, this is the standard class. I put in the try block. See, this is a node. I can close this even. So call method. This is a statement to call any standard method or call any custom method. So here this method I am calling this into my report. This is my report ZMANS underscore ALV IDA. Okay, means IDA means integrated data access ALV. Okay. So after that, what I did actually in this here, okay, this is a standard class. What is the uses of this standard class? CL SALV GUI table IDA. Okay, it displays your data at runtime. So just double click on this class. This class is it. This class we use for ALV with integrated data access to display the. This is a standard factory class. Okay, so this class contains no interface. This class contains few methods, which is the static method. I told you this is the static connector. I told you this is the static connector. Okay, so double click means static. Static connector means if you want to call any static method or any static member of a class, we use here static connector. We use this is an instance connector. Okay, so for better understanding, you should learn object-oriented programming before. Okay, so this is a standard class. This class contains few static method. You can see label. You can see static. These are the standard methods. Okay. Okay, so we call this method. If you double click here, these are the standard coding. Okay, so we cannot change. System is asking access key. So this is a standard method. I just call the standard create method, which is a static method, into my report. Okay, we have few parameters. IV table name. If you go inside this class, we have here attributes. We have here okay. Just go to the methods. Here we can see create parameters. We have IV table name of the table for database access. Here we pass the table name. IO GUI container for ALV display, because when you display the ALV, container holds your data at runtime. Okay. Third is the IOCALC field handler. This is the another actually parameter is there. So these are the optional. These are the optional actually, but this is a mandatory parameter. This is a mandatory because that's why optional is not ticked by default. So this is the mandatory and this one is the mandatory. Okay. ALV with integrated data access. You have to pass this one parameter and this second parameter, two parameters, because both are not checked. Okay, come back. So I pass here table name. Okay, why? Because IT table name is the parameter. If you go here, if you go to the create, so here you can see in the parameter sections, you can see means name of the table for database access. For an example, I will show you. Now if I will execute this report, it will display shipping details. See, shipment. This is the document number, shipment type. Okay, created by.